guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Oblong Polka Dots and my name is Kerr, and on this channel we talk about makeup, skincare, and beauty. So if that's something you're into, you've come to the right place. Today I want to talk to you about these 4 ColourPop quads that I picked up recently on a trip to Colorado. Here they are. This is what they look like. Yay! Let's get into this. I haven't even opened them or anything yet, you guys. So in no particular order, this first one is called, let's see, I think it's called Sure Thing. So it looks to me like these are all part of a series of like sand and sea or water is the theme. So this one is called Sure Thing, and that's the box it comes in. And then let's open it. Take a look. I love these little lucite quads. They're so easy to carry with you if you're traveling or doing something where you want to put your makeup on later. And they all tend to have really good quality and they're just easy to work with. So this one is Sure Thing. And we'll take off the lid. That's what the colors look like. Very pink. And generally with these quads, there'll be like 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, or sometimes there's like 3 mattes and a shimmer, or sometimes there's like 3 shimmers and a matte. But generally it's 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. So for this one, you have the 2 shimmers here and the 2 mattes here. And they're all labeled, so you can tell, like, I don't know if this is going to show up on camera, it's really very faint, but they're all labeled, so each of the shades, it will tell you here what they're called. And let's see. Next we have, what is this? Oh, Shellbound, and that's this one. Take this out. So this is what Shellbound looks like. This one is more of a kind of a peachier brown toned palette. And again, this one has 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, just like the other one. So here's your 2 shimmers here, and here's your 2 mattes here. Then we have Beachy Keen, like Peachy Keen, but Beachy Keen. And this one is more tans, so it looks like more sand tones. This one also has 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. I kind of like broke this color a little bit when I was coming back because I think I wasn't being very careful with my bag, but it's still fine. So here's your 2 shimmers over here, and you get your 2 mattes right here. And then the last one in the collection is the Wait and See. And this is Wait and See. It's blue toned. So this one has 2 shimmers and 2 mattes as well. And you have your shimmers right here. Although I'd have to say that this one is more satiny than a shimmer. And then you have your 2 mattes right here. So yeah, that's what they look like. I'm really excited. When I first saw that these were coming out, I think Beauty and the Beaker had pointed it out to me because it was in the Ulta catalog. But I didn't see it at my Ulta here in Washington State. So I happened to go to an Ulta that was in Colorado and they had them on display. So I grabbed all 4. And yeah, I think since I have errands to run today, I want to go ahead and make a look with these. So which one should I pick for today? I really love blue. It's one of my favorites. I just think it's such a pretty color. And since I'm not going to work today, I feel like something that's a little bit more bold and bright might be fun to do. So I'm going to try for the blue one. And normally when I do these Get Ready With Me, I don't really talk, but I'm going to try doing a talk through this time. And I'll just make it like kind of basic. So typically when I'm doing my makeup, I like to lay down a base. Let's bring you in a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so typically when I'm doing my makeup, my eyeshadow, I like to lay down some kind of colored base for it. So, oof. I have a lot of pencils, you guys, that I do that with. These in these 2 sections here. So let me grab one I think might work well for this because I've never tried this before. So we're trying this out together, you guys. I do like the NYX pencils, but I'm not sure I have one in here that is going to work with what I want to do. Let me try this one. This is Milk. I normally use Milk, and where's the other one? Whatever the black one is. It should be in here somewhere. I don't know where it is, actually. Is this it? Yeah. So, Milk and Black Bean. Black Bean is black, and then Milk is white. And I normally use these two colors the most. I've gone through several of these because it's just an easy way to lay down a base for whatever you're working with. Since blue is a cooler toned color, either one of those would work, but because it's daytime, I don't necessarily want to go with like a deep, sultry look. So, let's see if maybe I have something different I can work with. Probably not. I don't have a lot of blue sticks in my collection. Yeah. Alright, we're going to just figure it out. So, let's see. What do I normally grab? I'm going to take the Milk. That will be my base. Let me grab some brushes here. How about... Here's a fluffy one that's got kind of a flat side to it. Maybe one of those. And then, let's see. How about something like this? So, yeah. Here's like a fluffy dome brush. Let's try one of those. And then maybe something like this. Little one for like inner corner. Because with this one, I can flip it around and use the other side. With this one, I can kind of blend it out in the crease. And with this one, I can always do like detailed work on the inner crease. So that's pretty much my, how do you call it? That's how I plan out what I'm going to do my eyes. I really keep my eyes very simple, you guys. I don't do like too much, I don't think. And if I do, it's going to be like, because I'm playing around and having fun. Ooh, I almost broke that. Playing around and having fun. And then today, I think I'll also bust out these. And this is just a really nice alternative to using tape, because tape is really harsh on your skin. It's not intended to be used on your skin. So if you do decide to use like Scotch tape, I don't think I have one in front of me, like take the tape piece and put it on your hand first, you know, kind of rub it on there and then take it off and then put it on your face, so you're not like ripping at your skin, because you definitely don't want that. These little, I don't even know if they sell these anymore. I hope they do, because they're awesome. But these little elf ones are perfect. They're really long, so you don't really need to use one for each eye if you don't want. What you can do is peel one off like this, and you can just go ahead and cut it in half. And then that way you have twice as many. It comes with 40 strips. So if you cut them in half and use them that way, then you automatically have 80 strips. See what I'm saying? So let's see. I always have a hard time lining these up, you guys. I'm going to try looking in this mirror. See if I can get it right. I try to go off of the end of my eyebrow just to kind of line it up a little bit. There we go. That way I know like how far out I want to go. I don't want to go too far out, but you know, it's kind of a line here if you can visualize that. And then same with this piece. So there we go. So I just kind of use my eyebrow as the guideline there. And I don't really plan to go crazy, get nuts, but at least I have something I can work with. Let's put this back where we found it so we don't lose it. Also with the, there we go. So with the NYX jumbo pencils, I sometimes feel like I need to, well, let me just show you what I'm talking about before I get going here. Let me just actually show you what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I grabbed a couple more things. I grabbed this base from Too Faced, which I really love, and I also grabbed a little sponge to kind of help me out. I don't know where my wipes are. Why do I always do this, you guys? Okay, we're already 10 minutes into the video. Let's just get going, because I really didn't anticipate doing too much here. Alright. It's been warm here, so I think this might be a little bit separated, but let me look. Here we go. So we're gonna put just a tiny little bit here. Oh no, I've already gone too far, you guys. Just a little bit. That's alright. We'll grab a flat pencil. Let's see. Let's grab this. This is kind of a stiff, flat pencil, just to kind of spread this across my lid a little bit, because my lids are definitely oily. I have the P. Louise base as well. I don't know why I never reached for that. Maybe I should have grabbed that this time. Hold on. Let me look. It's got to be here somewhere. Here we go. So this is the P. Louise base, which kind of does what the Milk makeup does, but it's just, you know, in a squeezy tube versus a stick. I don't know what the difference is going to be here. Maybe I'm playing with fire, you guys. Maybe I'm doing the most and doing too much. Let me put this back. Let's just stick with the plan. We're going to try this. So I'm going to take this. And I'm going to try and just stay with it on my mobile lid, rather than to bring it all over the place, because like a little of this goes a long ways, and sometimes I go a little bit overboard. And so that's kind of where that little sponge comes in too, to try and blend out some of the crazy that inevitably I end up putting on my lid, because I don't seem to understand the art of subtlety. Okay. Alright, so see how easy that is? It's nice and creamy, so you don't really have to do too much. I still have my little brush here. I'm going to try and tap it. Yeah. Using the brush just offers more control. There we go. So see how you can kind of take the brush and you can tilt it according to the angle that you're going for? I just feel like it's easier to control. And I'm not, you don't tap hard, you guys, just little taps. Just little gentle taps. You can hold the end of the brush to make it even lighter, you know? Because you don't want to hurt yourself just trying to put on some makeup. Just trying to have some fun. Okay. So see how easily that spreads? You really don't need to do too much. You will have lines though, inevitably, because your eye has to crease in order for you to open and close it, right? So just keep that in mind as you're layering on top. And then what I'm going to do here is try and kind of pick up any extra that may be sitting on my lid. Part of the reason I have not been putting on makeup lately is because I have allergies and my eyes water so much. They're watering right now, so I'm really not sure that this is actually a good idea, but we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, look, if push comes to shove, I can just take it off, right? Very simple. Okay, so typically when I'm doing my makeup, I like to do the mattes first, followed by any shimmers or satins. And in general, I like to begin wherever the center of my eye is and kind of like build out from the center. So the color that I want to start off with is this matte right here. And it is called, what does this say? Catamaran. This one is called Catamaran. So I'm going to grab that flat brush, this one right here, and I don't know anything about the shade. I don't know how it's going to wear. I don't know if it's going to be have a lot of fallout or anything like that. So we're just going to try it out, see how it goes. So I'm going to start here, right? And all I'm doing is tapping. I'm not actually going to be like spreading anything at this point, because I'm trying to put as much color on my lid as possible, and then I can blend it out in a minute. Lots of saturation. There we go. Wow, so pretty. This is part of the reason too why I prefer to do my eyes first and then do the rest of my face, because if I do have fallout, it's very easy to clean up. It's a lot harder for me to clean it up if I already have, if my face is already done, and I don't really want to fiddle around with it too much. So, alright, so now that I packed the color on there, I'm just going to drag it around and see what it looks like. Sometimes this backfires because you end up having patches, and sometimes it doesn't. This is really powdery. I don't know if you can see kind of all the color that's kicking up, but it is very powdery. Alright, so I can see kind of a patchy spot right here, but that's fine because I'm going to end up covering it with the shimmer anyway, so we're good. Alright, so that takes care of that. And then for the outer corner, I like to have the darker shade. So remember how I said to you, I'm just going to flip my brush over. This brush is kind of big for, you know, an outer corner. Generally, you would want something a little bit smaller because really you're just working with this little triangle right here. But I think I can pull it off, so we're going to try it out. So we're going to use this other matte right here, this blue one. And this one is called Sink or Swim. So we're going to use Sink or Swim, and that's going to be on the outer corner. And this is kind of where that tape comes in because it's really going to be coming in handy. Alright, so I'm just looking for that triangle. Can you see what I mean by triangle? That triangle shape right there? That's all we're going for. And I can blend all this out in a minute, but that's it. Just tapping it on there, just like I did with the other shade. See how that looks? I don't want to go too far in because it's going to close my eye off, but I do want it to go a little bit further. And again, we're just going for a shape of a triangle. So let's not complicate things, right? Okay, that's a triangle. You see it? Top, bottom, sides. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're just looking for the triangle shape. There we go. That's better. Inevitably, one eye is always going to look different from the other for two reasons. One, because my dominant hand is my left, and then two, because your eyes are not shaped exactly the same, but you're still going for the same shape, that triangle. Can you see that still? Okay. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. So now, kind of have triangles on both sides, and then it's coming out at about the same angle. Okay, I think that's good enough for now. Next, we will need another flat brush, so I'm going to put this one away in my little jar of brushes that need to be cleaned, and then I'm going to grab a different one, brand new, nice, fluffy, clean one, and I'm going to start off with this shade right here. So this one's going to go right on top of that other lighter blue. Ooh, you guys, this definitely has fallout, so be careful. If you're wearing your clothes for the day, make sure you put like a smock or something on. But this shade is called, I just tapped it on my table so it's not having fallout everywhere. This shade right here is called a Dip. And this is the shimmer, and it's going to go right on top of that other blue. Just like this. This one definitely has fallout. I can feel it falling on my face, but that's fine. We'll clean it all up in a minute. So this one, using this brush, it is picking up on the brush, but when I'm going to tap it onto my face, like onto my eyes, I feel like there's a lot of fallout. So I'm wondering if this is one that's better used with my finger. So I'm going to try that. I don't know. 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I'm not sure if it's any better or any worse, but here we are. It's a really pretty color though. I do like it. Can you see the difference? How the side's matte and the side's got that nice shimmer to it. Very pretty. I think I'm going to keep using my brush on this one. I'm going to keep using my brush. I feel like the brush I have better control. Nice. There we go. Maybe you just need to pick up a lot because it has fallout. Can you see that? It's got gold flecks in it too. Wow. Very pretty. Lovely. Quite lovely. And don't worry, I'll clean all the crazy up here in a minute. So, okay, that's good. All right. So now I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to flip it over to the other side. And we're going to do this other shimmer right here on the outer corner. So this one is called Pure Love. So here we go. This one right here. It's gonna go right here and kind of merge the 3 colors there at that crease that I created, that little line, and try and make it as blended as possible. I'm not swishing the color around, I'm tapping it. Can you see how I'm just tapping it on top? Because I don't necessarily want to pull that darker color in, but I do want to make the line between the shades less noticeable. Let's do that, and then we'll do the other side. So again, this is just me doing a tapping motion just on top. Once you get some practice in, this is a very simple way to apply your makeup, because you don't necessarily, you won't create a lot of room for, I don't want to say error, but you won't create as much room for trying to fix things that you didn't necessarily want to have happen. Because all you're doing is tapping, right? You're not moving anything around, you're just tapping right on top of it, which makes it much, much easier. See that? See how you get that kind of ombre effect? I don't know if you guys can see that on camera very well, but I mean, that's how I do it. Everybody does it differently. So I'm going to take this brush and put it away because I'm done with it. Alright, so now, remember my little, let's put this away too. Alright, so remember this little brush right here? We're just going to use this to do a little bit of blending along the edges. Just like that. Just pulling it up and around. You see that okay? Again, I'm not going down into the color, I'm staying along the edge of the color. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to disturb what I already laid on my eyes, but I want the edge to kind of fade out a little bit. Because I don't want there to be a really harsh line there. I just want to have a nice kind of ombre effect. Just like when you're doing a sunset eye, right? Same thing. Alright, so let me find my wipes so I can clean up my face a little bit. I think they're over here. I thought I had one that was already open. I must have put it somewhere else. Here we go. Alright, these are my wipes. I don't think they make, I think they still make these wipes from Costco, which are my favorites, but I think they changed the formula so the packaging looks different, but they're still the same awesome high quality wipes. So I'm going to use this to clean up all of this fallout, and there's quite a bit. I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but there's a lot of fallout here, so let's clean this up a little. Good grief! I got blue on the interior of my nose. I don't even know how I did that. Oh, we can take these off. Let's go like this. And go like that. See how it made a nice sharp line there on the outside? Fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, I made such a mess. Oh, let's clean it up. I don't even know what's going on here. Give me a second. Go like this. Look in the mirror a little bit better. See? That's like all over my face. So yes, there's a lot of fallout with these shades if you don't spray your brush. I know a lot of people will spray their brushes so they can pick up the color, make it more intense. I just don't tend to do that. Because for me, it's easier for me to handle or control by not doing that. The moment I introduce like some of these other techniques, I tend to find myself in the world of fail. So I try to stick with what I know I can do best. Okay, that's better. And let's see, a little bit more. Okay. There we go. All right. So now, I don't know if you guys plan to recreate this look or not, or make one of your own, but it would be fun to put on some lashes, you know, just throw on some more face. So let's see. Let's see what we can do here. So I do have the blue that came down a little bit here, which I love. So I'm going to go back in with that same blue. It's that sparkly one here, and do the same thing on the other side. Ooh. What a pretty color. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to close my eyes off, so I'm not going to go all the way in. I went about probably just under a third of the way in. Very pretty palette. I like this. Alright, so why don't we jazz it up a bit? Just make sure there's no more blue all over the place. Maybe one more wipe for good measure. Let's see. There we go. Oh, it's all cleaned up. Much better. All right, so let's do this. Where's my, let's see. So I have more pencils over here, but this time I think I'm gonna go with an Urban Decay pencil. This one right here. Oops, I think it's upside down. So this one is called Mainline. Right there. And I'm gonna align my eyes with Mainline. Since the theme is blue. I feel like I'm playing with fire because, like I said, I have really bad allergies and my eyes have been watering so much that I just could not put on makeup at all. So maybe this will stay on and maybe it won't. It's an adventure. It'll be fun. I'm going to also do the top. This is a really nice, soft pencil. I'm just doing the inside, the waterline right here. Whenever I do this, I always look so crazy. I try to do this slowly too because I don't want to poke myself in the eye. Which, admittedly, I must have done 100,000 times by now. I used to do it where I kept my eye closed and then just pull the liner across. And that made it a little bit easier. But now I'm used to it and I realize if I just look down, but, you know, keep my lid away from my pupil, then I find that I don't poke myself in the eye as often. And like I said before, just move slowly. Get the little parts that you're missing. Here we go. We're getting there, guys. Alright, so where's my... I'm not going to do lashes today. I think I'm just asking for trouble with these allergies. But I'm definitely going to do a mascara. I probably should grab a waterproof one if I have one handy. Let's see. I do. So I had my Lash Princess, but this is the waterproof one, so I'm going to use this one. And then the way I like to do my mascara, you guys have probably seen this 100,000 times, but I always hold a mirror down and then I look down and I do the top lashes first. And then I'll look in the opposite direction to do my bottom lashes. And generally, I don't dip the wand. Oops. Generally, I don't dip the wand of my mascara brush into the well over and over again because I don't think it's necessary. I feel like enough product is typically deposited that I can just keep rotating the wand in my hand like that and just picking up more product on the other side. When you do that thing where you're dipping the wand into the container, into the well repeatedly, you're introducing more air and microbes like that, and I don't want to create a breeding ground for microbes in my mascara because that's part of what makes it spoil more quickly. There definitely are antimicrobials and things like that that are formulated in these mascaras and other makeup. But, you know, you do want your product to last as long as it can because you paid for it, right? So you want to get the most value out of it without ruining it. There we go. Let's go back to this side. And I'll clean up that mess in a second. I know you guys are like, whoa, what's on your cheek? It's from the wand. It's better just to let it dry up a little bit and then fix it. There we go. So the waterproof version of this mascara is very sticky. So if you're going to compare it to the regular Lash Princess volumizing one, the one that I just had in my hand with the purple on it, just know that they do not apply equally. Girl, I am really on a roll with this mascara today. That's what I was trying to tell you. They don't apply equally. This one is quite sticky, so don't worry about that. I'm going to let that dry up and I'll fix it in a minute. Let's go like this. Do the bottom. Let's see. Maybe one more coat. One more coat. All right, here we go. You see that? So this is what the eyes look like. And oh no, I don't have another. I gotta figure out what I did with my Q-tips. I had some more somewhere, but they are not handy this time. So I'll just end the video. You guys will know that I'll clean this up in a minute. But I wanted you to see what it looked like. So again, it's this one right here. It's called Wait and See, SEA. This is what the look turned out like. Ignore the chunk of mascara there. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you guys make a look too. Can you link your videos below so we can see it? That would be great. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, you guys. I appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Haha, just kidding. I thought it was going to be the end of the video. I just wanted to come back and show you guys like my completed look. I really didn't do too much. I threw on a... What is this? I threw on a... What is this? A skin tint. This one's from Lancome. And then I threw on a little bit of lip and a little bit of blush. And that's it. Oh, and I did throw on some lashes. Because... lashes. Anyways, thanks again for joining me. I appreciate it. Take care, you guys.